Hello and welcome back to Club Sapphire Merimbula. We're here for the Bowls New South Wales Junior State Championships, and we're going to see a girls singles round 2 match between Jess Krikstolaitis and Chelsea Renouf, and they're just about to be kicking off, so the stream is underway. We're just waiting for the players to finish their trial ends, and we'll be blowing the horn in just a moment. So the horn has sounded, and it's going to be Chelsea Renouf who's going to get us underway here. She's from Picton. And marker Richard Thorpe is going to set us up. We're going to go T to T on the first end. So Chelsea has come with a plan. Nick Hind is my name. It's fantastic to be with you wherever you're watching around Australia or around the world. Hope you're not missing Andrew Lynn. He's still here, but a little bit beaten up. That nasty cut he got on his leg in Ballina, a few weeks ago now, has been causing him a bit of drama, so he's resting up. He's inside, preparing all the cards. But excited to bring you this contest here between the two girls, Chelsea and Jessica. So both players had defeats in the first round, but it's a tough section here. Talia Kennedy accounted for Chelsea Renouf 21-9, and Jasmine Smith, who's looking in really fine fettle today, 21-5 over Jess Krikstolaitis from Huskisson. But Jess only quite new to the sport. She's here giving it her very best. So out in the high line there, looking to get back on. The weight's very good. Fallen in, second shot. Chelsea from Picton in Southern Highlands, southwestern Sydney region. They play in the Nepean Highlands region, but just the south of Sydney. So Jess is coming up a little bit short. And for Chelsea now, chance to sneak in, I reckon, for 3. It was Jessica. His full length has tested out plenty this week. Well, this looks to be a good improvement here from Jess. That's a really good correction. Well done, Jessica. Let's cut that run right back. It might only be one shot now. So Richard Thorpe giving me the indication. One shot it is to Chelsea. So Chelsea ran off to the best start possible there. She's won the first end. And is in control, opting for another longer length. The players have been in, they've had lunch. We've had the jack go spilling into the ditch there, so let's have a look at Richard Thorpe's technique. Oh, that's pretty good. On the jack roll, so Jess gets a chance here to set her length. And we'll see the mat just slid back a fraction. See what she opts for. to go much shorter. I'd like to see this change. We're not going to play your length, Chelsea. We're going to play mine. So Richard Thorpe, one of the great volunteers here at Club Sapphire, he's helping out here. This is a section of 4. So all the girls will play 3 games in this section. As we see, it's another good start here. Chelsea, straight on it. We're seeing the parents starting to filter back out after lunch too. We had what ended up being a generous break. No players were timed out from the second session. So it was good to have everybody get in, enjoy their lunch. The ping pong table was getting some great competition there. Michael Wilkes has crowned himself champion of the Club Sapphire ping pong room. But plenty of stiff competition from the juniors. As we see, Jess here looking pretty close. Just needs that to run a little bit more. May well be second shot. As yes, the players wolf down some hot dogs. But we're very keen to get straight back out and straight into it. So we have got away about 15 minutes ahead of schedule here. So trust where you are, we haven't cut into your lunchtime too much, but you're enjoying the coverage wherever you're watching around Australia or around the world. I've been tapping a few of the players on the shoulder at lunchtime and said, come and join me for a little stint. But at this stage, there's a few perhaps still enjoying their meals or enjoying the ping pong table. Oh, this is a nice bowl here from Chelsea. Slips down, slips underneath. That's going to be close for second shot. I did like the pink bowl for second before. And now for Jess. Well, it's a good track. That hand's getting down really well once again. Just going to leave it a bit short. And one shot it is. So Jess doing well there. Chelsea getting some good ones in early. But Jess Krikstolaitis sticking with the Picton product, Chelsea Renouf, in these early stages. So it's an hour and 45 minute time limit, or first to 21. Shots in excess of 21 do not count. So all the players here, they know what the equation is. So far we haven't seen a game affected by a timeout, which has been brilliant. Everyone's been able to get through in that hour and 45. There are no dead ends, so it is a respot on the 2 metre mark on the tee. As you see, once again, Chelsea. Well, this is the trickier hand, and it's the tricky length. She's found that beautifully. First bowl. And for Jess. Well, it was a good sort of a track for the shot. Important to give the bowler a chance. Be up, be at it. Be missing in good areas. Well, this is good again here, Chelsea. I'll just hit the replay button again. cue these ones up for Kira. She'll be putting a supercut of this together later. That's fantastic starting. So super important here. Touch of the Gary Kelly's about how she looks at the bowl. Super important here for Jess to finish past. She's added on, but still not quite enough. You know, to get to the tee there was really going to be optimal. Has forced Chelsea to change hands. She played the first two so well. And this is going to be a third. Chelsea Renouf. Well, that's beautiful bowling. Better hear from Jess. Jess Krikstolaitis, come on down. Well, that's a magnificent bowl. Under some significant pressure. And what it's done is it's cut Chelsea down to 2. But more than that, it's given Jess Krikstolaitis a chance to win this end. Any contact on the front bowls now? Well, Chelsea, she's played that very, very well. So for Jess, important not to be short here. Give that bowler a chance. Probably tossed it out a little bit high. But that was good speed to get a result. So 2 shots it'll be to Chelsea. And she leads 4 shots to 0. So a bright start here. Chelsea Renouf from Picton. But Jess, for a fairly inexperienced bowler, she's put some great bowls down, put them in some really good areas, and has cut down what looked to have been potential big counts. So Jess, she's giving that one a good chance again, out on a good high line. Chelsea here favouring the short side of the rink. She's playing it pretty well. Yeah, it's a nice effort. Coming up just Matt's length short. Just sliding past around the back. Well, it stayed up at the back of the rink. That might come in handy yet. So for Jess now, important to sneak one in close. Likely down 3. This is a better track. Might need to get down and grab this jack here though. Well, Just a little bit firm. And for Chelsea now, a chance to really pile on the pressure early. It's a tight line as well, but she's got a chance to land a couple of bowls here, Jess. Including that one there. Well, that's just gone the wrong edge of it. Other side of that bowl, she sits that shot out. Probably stays in. As is our favourite, it's going to be at least 2 to Chelsea. 2 taken out. And after 2 balls are taken out, the tape is the next thing out, so Chelsea keen to have a look here. Let's see if she can't find a third shot. Players working together as they've been doing beautifully throughout the event. And that one was in as well, so 3 shots it is. Chelsea out to a 7-0 lead. Really positive start, bright start here from Chelsea. She's showing some great application here early. And I'm sure all the fans in Picton will be cheering her on. Another nice start. As we mentioned with Michael Wilkes earlier, and as I've mentioned in I think every stream so far, this is commonly felt to be the trickier hand, playing the forehand in this direction. Oh, just a little bit quick, sliding past. But for Chelsea Renouf, she might have to give me a few tips because I've struggled playing this direction. And on this hand, she's finding it no trouble at all. Bright orange bowls sitting prominently once again. Well, Jess has adjusted her weight back, but I feel it was just a little bit more taken off than she would have preferred. And for Chelsea now, an opportunity to pile the pressure on here early. That's going to be 3. For Jess, well, just left the weight off that one as well. And for Chelsea, well, that slid through the hole, but it's probably going to be good enough. Now Jess, she's played some big bowls already to cut down heads, cut down counts. Important here that she is able to reach up, land one of these bowls, cut it down. Just down a little bit hot and a little bit high. And I suspect that's going to be the full complement there for Chelsea Renouf. And it's started brightly. She's put the pressure on from her first bowl. And 4 shots it is. So Chelsea looking to be in sparkling form here early on against an admittedly inexperienced opponent in Jessica Krikstolaitis. And once again, it's another great start from Chelsea. She's just absolutely piling on the pressure here. Great leading. This first bowl pressure. And on this full length, Jess just struggling a little bit to find her ideal range. And looks like that's so easy to do there, just overcorrecting. Lose your first one. Look to try to take the weight off. And just drop it a little bit short. Hear that breeze getting up a little bit through our FX microphones. The breeze coming out of the east here, so blowing from left to right on your picture. And what that's done is it's caused that forehand to play quite wide. Now can Jess get all the way down to the jack here? Jess Krikstolaitis, well done. And she has drawn the shot. Marker Richard Thorpe has gone and had his assessment. And he said it's one to the pink bowl of Jessica. And so for the first time, a little bit of pressure being applied to Chelsea. And for Jess here, well, you got to back yourself. Throw it out nice and high, give it a chance. And well, if she goes the trip here, this will be very close to being number 2. Just left it a fraction short. But well done to Jessica. She's going to get a shot. She's on the board. So, very good. 11-1. There's that first goal kicked off. You've got a shot, you're on the live stream, you've got one. You can have a deep breath now. And you haven't sailed the jack into the ditch with your first jack roll either, so that's very important too. And plenty of players can do that. Let's have a look here. This was the bowl that turned the head over for Jess. Gave it a chance out in a good high line, got all the way down to the jack, squeezed it through, bumped the orange bowl through. And now back on the mat. Well, I just gave her a rap for keeping the jack on, but the first bowl has disappeared. And Chelsea jumping straight back on, applying plenty of pressure. So just tidied up her weight, she's kept that one on. The fiddly hand to play though, I've said so far in the stream. The forehand in this direction. Just hard to predict exactly when the bowl's going to break. And yeah, once again, just overplayed it fractionally. And for Chelsea, well, this is great bowling here. That's beautiful stuff. Parks in for a good 2. May well be 3 with the front bowl. And we're seeing a much more direct line here from Jess. Didn't quite have the weight to hold it. And for Chelsea, a chance here to really pile on the pressure quickly and potentially run away with this contest. Chelsea Renouf showing her experience here. And she's claimed the whole lot once again, so big start here from Picton. As we see, Jess just having a chat. She's got her support personnel here with her. Just having a chat. It's very early in the careers of many of these junior players. And for those that have been watching on all day, we've been speaking about some of the refinement of not only delivery, but also of tactics. Isn't necessarily there, but what we're seeing from Chelsea is a fairly polished stroke, good delivery. And for Jess, she'll only be better for this event. Chance to play with players of a similar age. Lots of different levels of experience here, though, at the Junior Championships. And with those different levels of experience comes a few score lines like this, but giving the players the opportunity to play with and against one another, make these new friendships, these new connections. It's been so valuable for our sport as we see our juniors getting a chance to compete alongside one another. That's good there from Jess. Tied up her line and has forced a forehand here from Chelsea. Well, she's parked up in the hole there. Not really too desirable either hand now for Jessica. She's going to have a look up on the forehand side. I like this. I think this is the way to play it. She can get down to the shot bowl here. She might get a great result. Slipped under. That's almost going to do it. Just sliding past. Gary's watching from the Oaks. That's the Oaks Inn, just around the corner from Picton, not the hotel in Crow's Nest, I'm sure. But he's cheering on Chelsea. Well, it's a good line again here from Jess. If she's got the speed, she can get up past the own pink. Well, that's a much better end from Jessica. And while she's going to drop a single, it is only one. So 16-1. But for Jess, she can be proud of that. That was a well played end. She put lots more in the area, giving them a chance. And for Chelsea, just a little bit of pressure applied. With Jess Krikstolaitis getting more bowls in the area. Dylan Davies, he's a Chelsea Renouf fan as well. Go Chelsea watching from Picton. I reckon Picton will be turned on with lots of content here. So I'm just being tipped off. So Gary and Chelsea played in the rookie pairs together. So fantastic stuff. Seeing two new bowlers getting together. And that one's just once again found the ditch. And do make sure you stay with us here on Bowls New South Wales. Make sure that you do like, follow, subscribe. Have your notifications turned on our YouTube page. So you'll get word of all our live streams getting underway. We've still got another 2 sessions to bring you here today. So following this, we're going to be bringing you in the boys section at approximately 3:30 p.m, although it's likely to be a bit earlier than that. Is going to be the round of 16, so the first of the knockouts in the boys singles. We're seeing the 9 section winners plus 7 next best qualifiers, whereas in the girls they're going to be playing round 3. So all the girls have had 1 session off just because of the size of the fields here in the boys. So fitting all on one green has been challenging. And in the girls singles, so we'll bring you this game and then we'll bring you more action tomorrow. On Thursday in this as well. So 2 more games in the boys to come up this afternoon. We've got the quarterfinal And the round of 16 this evening, so 3:30 and 6 o'clock are the scheduled start times. But as I say, likely to be a little bit earlier. Well, this is still open enough here. And Jess, she's on a good track again. Just going to run out of steam. The girls kind of missing their weight a little bit on that one. So I like the orange at the back for number 1. And Richard will give us an indication in a moment. So 2 it is. So Chelsea quickly into the Val Febo checkout zone. I'm sure Val will be happy to hear me say that. Able to catch him in action again at the Australian Open in a few months' time. Getting very close now. But we're on the springboard. I think Clive Adams would prefer me to say that. I am wearing my Clive Adams Rinkside Clive t-shirt today underneath the Bowls New South Wales clobber. I think they're still available on the BA merch store. They might be even paying you to take them, so have a look online. So Chelsea just sliding past fractionally. So Jess has got this out. There's a much better line out here. His forehand's got some turn. And the weight's pretty good. That's a good bowl from Jessica. So one wonders what little goal she might set of herself. You know, win a couple more ends, win 2 ends in a row. Something like that could be a goal for Jess at this point. So now here's this Gary Kelly, a little bit whatever the Gary Kelly's about her. I wish Lee Stinson was here. He'd love this. Well, I'm loving this one too. This is a great bowl from Jess. It's finished up in an excellent home at the back of the rink there. So Chelsea just asking Richard Thorpe where the shot bowl is in relation to the jack, and the bowl in front, as we can see here on these beautiful pictures. Now, as that go on the trip, it'll be close to being in the argument. Sapphire Gambrel saying, "Go, Jess." And great to hear your support for all these players here. It's been brilliant to be bringing you these beautiful pictures here from Club Sapphire. As Jess, well, she's going to draw another one here. A little slide there is going to be very handy. And now 2 down, so Jess Krikstolaitis just starting to work her way into this contest. You can tell there's a little inexperience there, but plenty of enthusiasm. These players were keen to get underway after lunch. Chelsea, can she draw this? Wow, that slid just past. And for Jess now, play this with some confidence. Played 2 or 3 really nice ones on this hand. And good conservative line out there. Didn't want to touch the jack. And while it's going to slide past, it is going to be at least 1 shot. Jess Krikstolaitis. And 1 only, so 18-2. But for Jess, she's shown a bit more in these last couple of ends, really been able to apply a little bit of pressure, getting more in the head. And with that extra application of pressure, it's forced Chelsea Renouf to play some bigger bowls. So, Chelsea just slipping past. Beautiful day here at Club Sapphire. Sun shining outside, but we're nice and cool here under the roof. That's a good correction. She's changed hands and changed weight. And for Jess, she picked up the line there. Very good. As Chelsea, well, that's very good. That's number one. This here, she's saying hello to everyone watching on the big screen at Picton Bowling Club. I reckon there'll be a few. Well, Jess can come down and sit this bowl out. That's a fantastic shot from Jess. Well done. As I say, we're just seeing from Jessica Krikstolaitis a little bit more confidence as this match is progressing. Getting more bowls in good areas. Chelsea's responded here magnificently though. That's a fantastic effort. Not sure which one the shot is. And this is perhaps showing a little bit of inexperience here from Jess. That would have been a great time to check with our marker which one the shot was the shot and what could go wrong, because I'm concerned that had she gone and trailed that jack, she might have trailed it away. Chelsea though, a little back cut on that would have taken the measure out of everything. So it's pink versus orange. The players will go and let us know in a moment which it is. And, well, there we go. 2 ends on the spin for Jess Krikstolaitis. So that might be just her first little game plan successful. And what are we going to do? We're going to win 2 ends in a row. And now from that, we'll do next plan, get to 5. Can we get to 10? Just setting yourself little targets, little ways to ensure that you're finding some success in the face of a fairly experienced and classy looking opponent in Chelsea Renouf. So that first bowl, well, the first bowl pressure that Chelsea's been able to apply has been telling here early in this contest. And first bowl in singles, it's so important. Puts the pressure on your opponent. She's Done well there, parked jack high. Just had hands on hips early there, but I think she can like this one a bit more. This is pretty handy. Just slipping past. It's a good correction. So Jess didn't like that one immediately. The hands on hips were one thing with the last bowl, but that one she turned her back very early, knew it was going to be tight. Wasn't massively far away in terms of speed. Shay Falls just walked past, and I was threatening that I was going to get her on for a call, but she said, "Oh no, thanks." She's gone home and had a refreshment break. Now for Jess, she went to turn her back on that one quickly, and then thought, "Oh, hang on, this mightn't be so bad." And as we hear the air raid sign going off in the background, and actually wasn't too foul, just a little bit underweight. Now, Chelsea's having a look here because she might be holding game currently, and 2 and a look is the call from marker Richard Thorpe. Chelsea asking, which one do I need to beat? And the comment was that front pink bowl. And Gary saying, "Hey Mel, Chelsea is doing you proud." Well, you're exactly right. Well, gets an edge off that. That will do it. The players will shake hands. It's a comprehensive victory. 21 shots to 3 to Chelsea Renouf. They're going to get an early mark. We're going to get an early mark here too. We'd love to bring you more coverage, but with our fixed cameras, we don't have the capacity to change things over. But we'll be back with you from 3:30 this afternoon. It's going to be a boys singles, under 18 boys singles, round of 16 match, where we're going to be, well, we don't know who it's going to be yet, but there's a potential that it may be Tim Thorning up against Travis Moran. So stay tuned, check your guides, make sure that you check the BowlsLink results portal. That's results.bowlslink.com.au, or download the Bowls Now app to get all the results. The players have shaken hands here with each other and marker Richard Thorpe. Once again, it's been fantastic to bring you this coverage. We're going to be back, as I say, later on. We're going to have what we trust will be a fantastic contest for you. Do check the guides and do stay tuned. Make sure that you like, follow and subscribe on the Bowls New South Wales YouTube page. But until then, on behalf of the entire Bowls New South Wales team, my name is Nick Hine. It's been fantastic having your company, and we look forward to seeing you a little bit after 3 o'clock today.